What's going on, everybody? Can you hear me? What's going on, Demon Fox? We got G Funk in the house. So hopefully everything's running smooth. This is my first time. Well, I guess it'd be my second. What's up, Brian GT 101? What's up, Money Pit? Money Pit Mustang. What's going on? Charles 7328. What's going on, Brian? Or sorry, Brad. What's up, Daniel? What's up, John? Then we got 13 people in here. Oh, we got Donnie B. Well, I wouldn't say there's a 6RA in the house. There is no 6RA in the Fox anymore. No, we're gonna stay turbo, John. What's up, Braylon? Did I say that right? Oh, we got Mike Gore in the house with his LS. No, the 6RA is gone. Got rid of it. Shoot, before we can put the engine in, got a pretty good deal on a 4R70. 3K stall converter and all that, so it's basically perfect while I'm running. Thanks, Brian. Hopefully we can keep it together for at least another year. First start, I was thinking maybe this weekend, but zero motivation today. I think I've all done to the car and drill a hole in the floor and ran a hole. That's all I did today. Donnie, I'm just running the regular Turner X, not the Max. I thought of getting the Max when I bought the Terminator, but since I'm running a manual valve body, there's no use for it. Yeah, I like the 6RA. It was great on the street. Still need a little bit more tuning. Kind of wish I took it to the track to see what it'd do, but it is what it is. Yeah, there's no controller on the 4R70. It's just a manual valve body, Donnie. When do you think it'll be done? It'll never be done. If you're into Foxes, these cars are never done. Are you going to paint the notch yourself? I'm really thinking about it. I got a couple quotes on a paint job, and it's kind of pushing me to do it myself. I think probably knock it out myself. I got a couple quotes. It's kind of high. I'm not looking to do anything professional. Just make it look decent. Oh, sweet. Which upper bushings you going with? I'm running the solids in this car. For the 6RA, it's all positives, and it's a great transmission. It holds a lot of power. I think where I was at is basically to the breaking point. It really needed to be built, and it really needed a converter at that. Has a stock, it had the stock truck converter. I think the stall on that was like 1,800 RPMs, and it wasn't great. No, Foxes have never done. Brian, explain to me on if you can do it all over again. You said you'll be a stock 302 long block and just boost it. What is your theory behind that? I mean, the 351 is basically stock. The only thing it has in it is some forged pistons. Other than that, everything on the bottom end, it's got stock crank, stock rods, got stock hardware. There's nothing special done to it except for it's got Speed Pro pistons in it, and it's got rings that are gapped for right around 20 pounds. That's the only thing's done to it on the bottom end. Everything else is, the heads are stud. Everything else is ARP or hardware. But as far as bottom end, it's all stock. Okay, yeah, I'm going to look at that video, G-Funk. But yeah, I love the solids in this car. It makes a little bit more. Oh man, what I had it in the hatch. It made a little bit more noise. You can definitely feel things more, but it felt solid. Money Pit Mustang Brian, can you run a front sway bar with an on-3 kit with a Fox body? Yes, you can. I know some guys have issues with it hitting the the driver's side down or crossover. You can get away with putting SN95 mounts on it. It'll give you clearance. I've never had any problems with the white hatch, but I've been seeing it a lot lately. You have inspired me to get my car going again with the 351. I've got a Vortec B1, but I think it's too small for the 351 comp, so I'm gonna switch to a turbo. I mean, I've never had any experience with a supercharger setup. I've always done turbo stuff and always loved it, the way they perform. But there's guys out there that run Vortec B1s and they love them. But I guess it kind of depends on the power you're wanting to make. Yeah, I just watched Brew on his Cobra, blew that head gasket. He needs to stud it. Child 732A, rear end stock, or did you some upgrades to it? Yes, welded the axle tubes, put in 31 spline Mozart axles, a Detroit True Track in it, and ARP. I think 2 or 3 inch studs. Robert, it all depends on the depth of your pockets. Yes, pretty much so. Does your upper control arms have Bushings, yes. You're talking about the solids, right? That's all. I'm running an all UPR kit on this car. Eventually, I'm gonna buy the anti-roll bar as well. I couldn't cut the one out of the hatch because I had it welded in. I guess I could have really, but just basically time. So I'm gonna order a new one. I already got the tabs. Tabs are still on the axle, so it's just have to weld up the new bar and bolt it in. I guess I'm saying right, huh? Hey, I bought a car with a relocated battery, and when I tried to start it, the starter suddenly makes a click. When I turn the key, in a device, it just makes a clicking sound. First I'll start with the battery, make sure it's fully charged. Grounds, probably the next important thing. Make sure grounds are good. What gauge wire are you running from the battery to the front? Also, you only want a thicker wire as you're running current through a longer wire. Does make that much more of a difference? I think so. 351 is studded. 351s also have half-inch studs versus the 302s is what, 7/16, I think. Hey, G-Funk, he needs to put a dart block in it. Yes, it needs a dart block. But I'm also eyeing the Godzilla. I don't know if y'all saw it, but there was a post of making 1,100 horsepower. Don't know how long it'll last, but still pretty awesome from a sealed Godzilla making that power. Mike, 351 make good power. Yes, they do. If you watch the dyno video for our Wreck the Hatch, we hit almost 770 wheel with maxed out injectors. I think the injectors were like around 105, 110. So I think all I did from there, I just backed it off a little bit and add a little more time, and that's how we hit 770. Was actually going to go back that weekend before I wrecked the White Hatch to retune. I just put some Bosch 130s in it to see if we can hit that magic 800 number, but unfortunately we decided to take the car to the ditch. G-Funk, Demon Fox, the rear end I picked up, had on. They were very bad. Silverback 69. Hey, what's up? Welding cable. What size welding cable? I just put some wire in this car. I run like amp wire, 0 gauge. I used it in the hatch, worked perfectly. And for the grounds, I have 3 grounds on this car. So I have one in the battery box in the back. I have another one goes around. I don't know if you can see that. It goes right there, about right here. I guess I don't know if you can see it or not. Got a ground there. From there, I have another ground going straight to the block. Do you ever have heat soak on your starter? What starter do you have? Nope, never had any heat soak issues. I run a mini starter. So I can see if you have long tubes or something like that, that's right up against the starter. But since I have forward-facing headers, I don't have any heat soak issues. I can crank that starter all day long. I think welding cable will work. I think as long as you get the heavy gauge. Like I said, I'm running amp wire on this car from Amazon. It's 0 gauge. It's thick. I don't know if I have any laying around. So this is what I run. This is for like the positive. This is positive side. So 0 aught. It's copper. It's not like pure copper, but it does the job. And I just buy 25 feet of ground and 25 feet of positive, and it gives me plenty. What's going on, Asian Boy 117? Maybe the first time I'm working on something myself. Any books or advice to get my knowledge and know how to kickstart? What year car do you get? Is it a 4-cylinder, V6, inline 6, V8, GT, LX? I mean, they're really easy cars to work on. And there's tons of videos out there. Brian GT 101. They say 500 real horsepower is the magic number that you can really have to set things up past. Every engine is different. You know, one engine will make 300 horsepower, and their engine will make 600. It's really, means it's all in the balance and the tune. Turbos, Shaw, am I pronounce that right? What rear gears you go with? Rear tire size. I was running 373s at one time. Well, when I went in, while still NA, I ran 373s in it. When I had the 306 with the turbo on, I still had 373s. It was just horrible. Now I got 351 with the bigger turbo. It's still horrible. I just recently, about a year ago, put my 327s back in. It's like a night and day difference. It just loads up the turbo so much better. G-Funk, when do you think you'll hit the track? Hopefully, I think tracks will open up in February, as long as we're not shut down. Hopefully be running by then. Yeah, guess time will tell. I want to run 400 wheel horsepower in a T40. Is that with 302? If so, I mean, you'd be fine. Did you buy a kit for your turbo or make it yourself? And double welding cable straight to the block. Yeah, I would just check your grounds, Robert. Make sure your grounds are good. Make sure your solenoid's good. This also could be a starter. As far as a turbo kit, that's all custom built. J5 here in Frisco. Only thing's not custom built is the eBay headers. Except had the ends cut off and V-band welded on, but everything else is custom built. Even the On3 4-inch racing intercooler, they come with 3-inch ins and outs. What he does is he cuts 3 inches off and welds 4 inches on, so it's all 4-inch from the turbo. Turbo is 3-inch out, and everything else is 4-inch all the way throughout, up to the throttle body. Even the exhaust is all 4-inch. Yeah, G-Funk, those are all great channels. I don't know if some of y'all know or not. House Dealer is only like 30 minutes away from me. He's just at the other side of town. Green Fox, yes. Hit the like button. Yeah, G-Funk, hit the track. The first time I've been to the track, I was so nervous. I thought, everybody's gonna be looking at me and thought, man, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But it's like the best time ever. Like you get to once you make that first pass, you just want to keep doing it. 2 Rhino 1. How are you liking the auto? Debate on doing the manual swap at 250 horsepower now. Thoughts? I mean, I love my manual. I miss the shifting, but the auto is a game changer. This car being the big turbo and everything, I probably won't go back to a manual and stay auto. If I do get another Fox, it'll probably be a manual. Asian boy, I learned a lot of stuff off of YouTube. Just that's how I learned a lot of my tuning and stuff as well. Just constantly watching videos, a lot of trial and error. So Dan, have you ever considered doing a road course setup or a manual, or mainly want to stick to drag racing? It's a drag car. I mean, it's what I have said is straight line. Turbo, what turbo back housing AR I'm building it. Basically your twin except Calypso coupe. It's a on 3 88 85. I think the AR is a 0.96, I believe. And it's a T4 flange. Oh, it's also a journal bearing. That's not the fancy ball bearing turbo. I think once that turbo goes, I might switch to a VR. I would like to have some precision, but that's not my type of money. I agree, G-Funk. I watch all kinds of channel. Take a little from each and make it your own. Yeah, I totally agree. Robert, are you going to stroke that 351 or stay stock? It's going to stay stock. There's no point stroking. It's making literally almost 800 wheels or 900 crank. So there's no point in stroking it. I got enough turbo to send rods to Mars. I'm looking at a 78, 75 Gen 2.5 turbo. It's a good turbo. What's up, George? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you make it. What's going on, Lynn Twin Customs? Money Pit, Justin, is your setup 93 pump or E85 or race gas? What is your fuel system setup in regards to fuel lines and pump? So while I was running the old On3 kit on it with the single 70, I was still running stock fuel lines from the pump to basically to the fender, and that converted over to 6N lines to L Brock rails, which I have now. And I was running a single Aerobus 340. But as far as of right now, it's all custom. It's an On3 tank with a 3 Aerobus 340s in the tank, 2 pumps, run all the time. Third pump kicks on right around 5 pounds, whatever I have set in ECU. Fuel lines run 10 a.m. feed, 8 a.m. return, and to the front, or run an Aerobus filter. I think it's a 10 micron, I think. And it wires off, and each row gets its own line. But I'm tuned on E85. Just want to run on this motor, E85. Donnie, yeah, YouTube has been turning into a great resource with all of these good homegrown channels. Justin LX is the reason I did my turbo series. Really, Donnie? I think you're the reason why I went micro. I watched all your videos, like I gotta go micro. Who was your engine builder? I had a guy here in Fort Worth. To be honest, I probably won't go back there. The troubles I had with this motor, because when I explained it to him, I told him it's going to be boosted and it needed to have forged pistons in it. They did basically complete opposite. They put some hypers in it. You know, I don't even know if they even gap the rings in it. But I ended up buying some pistons and some rings from Summit. Told them gap them for 20 pounds. And it's been good since. Right now I'm pushing 16, 17 pounds in it. It's been holding. Jeep on Turbo Man 351 has a monster 351 turbo. He won't buy cheap stuff. He's over 700 for now. Oh yeah, he buys the expensive stuff. I'm all about I want to say cheap, but not too cheap. If it works, it works. What size tire are you running? Right now, I mean, it's got Mickey, SS. There's skinnies up front, and the rear are the 10-inch wheel, 15 by 10 wheel. They're SV drag setup. They're 250, 275, 60, no, 275, 50R, 15s in the back. Now I'm thinking going with a 60 when I replace these. How's that Turner X working out for you? Are you tuning yourself? Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, I tuned it myself. If you go back and look at the last tuning video I did over at Y2, I was tuning myself. Someone else was just making the pulls for me. I actually love it. It's a great setup. Comes with new engine wiring and everything. Now we got 31 in here. My 408 notch came from Texas. You guys can build cars. Yes. The guy who built this turbo setup has done a lot of cars on Street Outlaws. So if you need a good guy that does great welding, custom stuff, just let me know. I can help you out. George, pulling motor after Xmas and going to order Holly stuff. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully you didn't hurt that other motor. What fuel rails are you running? Running Edelbrock fuel rails. I don't know the part number, but they're 6N ins and outs. And so far they've been holding fine. Not running fuel issues, even on E5. Donnie B, laugh out loud. And I'm going to be going Turner X at some point. How about that coming full circle? I know, right? I mean, the Turner X is an awesome setup. Reason I went with the Turner X, I went to go check out a car with my cousin, and it was a Cobra. It was an 0304 Cobra. It had a turbo on it. It had the Dominator in it. He was having problems getting it to run, so I was like, yeah, let me look at it. And I just love the configuration and everything with it, and I kind of just fell in love with the Holly software and everything. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I switched over to Terminator. I'm not saying anything bad about the Micro or Mega Scorch or anything. It's still a great setup. The Micro is still great for your budget and everything. But if you got the funds to dish out, like it was $1,200 for the Holly, I mean, it's a great upgrade. And don't worry about ins and outs. There's plenty of ins and outs. I think there's 4 ins and 4 outs. And if you do the Holly 7-inch, you get more. David, just got mine off the roller today. Oh, nice. What did it make? John, digging what you're doing. Just surprised with what Mullah spent. Brian, what was the clutch you told me to buy? It was cheap and looked beefy. That was the eBay clutch. It was like XTR, I think. It's like a puck, unsprung puck. It worked fine. It held power just fine. The only thing I didn't like about it had a little bit of shudder when you let off the clutch. It has a little shudder to it. It's the only part I didn't like about it. It's like an on or off switch. Christopher, do you sometimes just want to roll your car out of the garage and douse it in gas and lie with a match and never look back? Sometimes. Sometimes. What's up, Dan? Lynn Twins, what rear control arms are you running on this build? The same ones I run on the hatch. The UPR, it's all solid. They're adjustables. Love them. You feel a little bit more vibration. Not I guess vibration. Like you feel a little bit more of the road, but I'm okay with it. It just feels solid. What's up, Jordan? Where's the t-shirts at? Still working on it. Busy guy. So hopefully I have something here soon. Kind of working with a few ideas. Kind of make things work. I want to make a funny one, a funny shirt, but I don't know how to implement it yet. But hopefully we roll out something maybe first of the year. I have a guy an hour from me that does custom turbos and welding stuff. Hidden Tens Gary. Oh, sweet. Oh, Hidden Tens Garage. Okay. I watched Fox Body Mustangs videos about 6 months ago on Turner X. I was sold. Yeah, I mean, it has its ups and downs, like every ECU or any 7. It has its ups and downs. And I think the biggest thing I don't like about the Turner X is the Holly software. And, I just said the Holly software is great and all, but I don't know, it's just my laptop or what. I even did a Windows reinstall on it. It likes to crash every now and then. It usually happens right when I'm in the middle of tuning. Rev Auto, I love my Turner X, adding a turbo this winter. Awesome. What size turbo? Donnie B, yeah, that's the main Fox body system we do at Anderson now. The software is very exciting. Couldn't agree more. Brian GT101, clutch was probably still breaking in after that shutter. No, actually, it got worse. I don't think I actually let it break in. I got put maybe 25 miles on and wide open from there, dump in there, or clutch dump and everything. I mean, you can't really expect a whole lot out of it. It's like 130, 140 clutch. Rated supposedly rated for like 600 horsepower, 500 some odd pound-feet of torque. But this motor's made at the time it was making over 600 pound-feet. Robert, I got that with my eBay forged down. That thing sticks. Yeah. David, put down 569 torque at 5725. Holly's X is nice. Just putting it in. Yes, it is. It's a nice power out there. Is that from a 302? What's up, boys? From Blue Collar Fox. G-Funk, I have a video coming that say I want to set this car on fire. I was hoping. Trust me, I think everybody goes through that. Christopher, I'm glad that you decided to do an LS swap. What's up, Neo Mustangs? Your shirt should say Mother Foxers. George, I hope I didn't hurt the motor too. Time will tell. I didn't give it hell too much. Was only on 4 pounds. Let's hope. By the way, what's Dizzy? Should I go for the Holly? I did a dual sync. Hit me up. I'll shoot you a link to it. If you're going to do the Holly, it just literally just plugs right in. Robert, Neo, did you hit that like button? Yeah, everybody, hit that like button. eBay 7875 red body. How you like that turbo? Appreciate it, Neo. I think I've been watching you probably the beginning of time. I think before I even owned a Fox. Blue collar, did the quarter windows restored? Did the quarter window restored today on my coupe? Came out good. Good enough to good enough at least. Might call this car good enough. I found a buddy here that has some quarter windows. I was kind of skeptical, and I've been looking around everywhere, and all ones I've been finding are like horrible. Like the ones that are on this car, they're shot. There was no fixing them or anything. So I got them actually up there. I actually sold for like $50. Somebody local. I told them they're gone. They're gonna be totally restored. But the ones I got literally they're like mint. Probably take a little bit of sandpaper and they'll be golden. Probably a coat of paint, slap them in. I picked them up for like $200. That's probably my steal of the day. What's up, John? What's up, Felix? I enjoy your channel. I have a 1990 LX hatch California car. You motivate me to build it. Thanks. Richmond, California in the house. Awesome, man. If y'all didn't know, the white hatch was a California car. It was an 88 LX. It was, if you don't know, it was right beginning of the MAF era. Only the 88 California cars have maps. So, but you know, the car I had was a California car. Robert, what year block you running? It's a 95 351 as a F4TE stamp on the block. It's a rotor motor, so it make it easy. Just throw a cam in. It can be a 302 cam. Doesn't matter what cam it is, but as long as it's a rotor cam, drop it in, stick your dog bone in, or you want to do the we call them the link bar lifters, but you don't even have to with the rotor block. Appreciate it, Robert. Rev Auto, it's my first. Look okay out of the box. Awesome. Really appreciate it, Robert. George, this group of Fox guys are amazing. All you YouTube guys are great. Justin, you've helped me so much and cost me so much more money. You probably should avoid me. But you need to get that motor opened up. See, check it out. Hopefully you didn't hurt it. Hopefully you just blew a gasket. Lynn Twin, I'm most likely going to be stuck in the snow in my Fox bike tomorrow here in Ohio. I couldn't imagine driving a Fox in the snow. I don't even like driving in the rain. Here in Texas, we don't really see snow. Well, we sometimes see a little bit of some sleet, ice, you want to call it. But I think I kind of jinxed myself. I think I made fun of, I didn't make fun, but I made a comment on G-Funk's live stream that, oh, it's 7 degrees here in Texas. Literally 2 days later, it's like in the 30s. Oh, sweet. I did an unboxing video. Nice. Blue collar Fox, same. I got these for $250. Sand them down, hit them with some high build primer from Rust-Oleum semi-gloss. I like to finish. I think that's what that's what I'm gonna do. I think these, like I said, the windows are like, they're really good. Like they're like in really good shape. I think I basically stole from them for the price I got them. Robert, I'm looking for the same motor now. 351s, I believe mid 94 and up to 96. F250s, 350s, Ecoline vans, all have them. Find you one, That's what I did with this one. We found me and Brian from B&T Garage. We hit up a wrecking yard here in Grand Prairie, and we found the one in the truck. They took it out and everything. The whole long block, they just dropped back this truck. I got for like, I think $170, $180, and half the motor. I sold the heads off in the intake. I made half my money back. But yeah, hit up those years. Jordan, I need to get with you about what gas to get. Just stud it. Go with the Philpro PT9333s. Yeah, big snow coming to my area in Jersey tomorrow. Mustangs are no go in snow. No, my car stays in the garage all year long. What's up, Turtleman 351? I haven't seen you in a while. Snow can't suck. It's snow. I mean, I guess one snow day will be okay. It's not like I'm driving the car anyway. Turbo Man, what year was the 6R80 swap? The transmission, so the 6R80, the years you want to get is 2011 to 2014. Only reason because they don't have the TSM, I think I'm saying that right, into the transmission versus I guess call it first gen. They had it in the transmission. You couldn't do anything with it. But between those years, they're all good. Long as it's a 5-liter, you can't do the V6 as the bell housing bolt pattern's different. It's totally different bell housing altogether. So you want a Coyote transmission. What's up, Mustang Fox? Neil Mustang, you need to go FTO, Justin. What's FTO? George, I got 2 snowmobiles coming up to New York. Let's ride. Oh, I bet it's cold up there in New York. Look, funny story. Before I knew your channel, I tried to name my channel Justin LX. Oh, that's awesome. Name is Justin, and I have 91X. Oh, that's awesome. So I don't know if y'all know or not. I don't know y'all know how I got my username. So my very first Fox I bought back in high school. I was probably 17, and it was a coupe. And it was a 91 LX. It was a red car. It was a 4-cylinder, nothing special, had a 5-speed in it. So if y'all was curious how I got my YouTube name, that's my YouTube name. That's how I got it from my very first Fox was a 91 LX. What's the best deal for a long tubes for 351? They're really priced long tubes. I've seen them run 200, and I've seen them run up to 1,000. And I've seen them all fit differently between what transmissions you have. Oh, Ford Takeover. Where is Ford Takeover at? Because only thing we have down here is Summit runs a thing once or twice a year. We have LMR. We have Fox Fest, and that's about it. LMR is pretty sweet. They usually have a dyno, track rental at Texas Motorplex. What's up, Albert? Then we're going to pull the boxing gloves out and we fight for the garage space. Demon Fox, I used to plow snow with my 86. Make a beer run. These 1.58 shoulders got to go. I think that's what mine are. The primaries. They're not very big. They're like eBay. They're eBay headers. They're like nothing special. I mean, I've had them glowing red at one time. What's up, that Sean or Shane? Got the same shirt. Yeah, I've had this shirt for a while. I think it's got a bunch of holes in it when I did some welding. Normally I'm on my back and it just pours on me and starts burning holes. I think I have an LMR shirt literally just full of holes. What's up, Fat Boy Fox? Our Turbo Man 351, are you still on the stock block? Hell yeah, man. It's still stock blocks. And it's got stock rods, stock crank, stock hardware on the bottom end. Hell's even got a stock oil pump in it. But everything else is up. It's all ALP studded. It's got trick flow 170 heads. It's got a baby F cam in it. It's got it's a Chinese knockoff Elbrock intake. It's like a carved style, and it works. Just takes a little more effort. Okay, Sean. Okay. Well, that's awesome, Turbo Man. Yeah, I was gonna push it to 800 on the dyno, but when it was still in the hatch, but those 80s were way maxed out. Well, they didn't want to push it any harder. I picked up order set of Bosch 130s. I think they're 130s and 140s, and they're going to be playing what I need. And sadly, we wrecked the car and wasn't actually going to go back and hit the 800 mark, but it is what it is. Once we get done with this, we're going to sit up another dyno day and see what it lays down with the 4-hour sodium. See how much power it steals. Because the 4-hour sodium, I don't think it took that much power over the TKO. But 789 horsepower, that's a good amount of power. George, by the way, you were right, Justin. It needs to roll cage at 4 pounds. It was nuts. Now, before you know it, George, you'd be at 20 pounds. I'm only pushing this motor. I think the farthest I push this motor is 16 to 17 pounds. And it's nuts. With 205 AFR heads, it's easy. Yes, it is. I mean, I'm running some baby 170s, not even touched, never been decked, but they got the bigger springs and it's supposed to handle like 600 lifts, something like that. But Donnie B, I can't remember what wastegate are you running. I'm running dual. They're like a tile knockoff 50 millimeter wastegates. I destroyed tires at 84. I looked at my dad and said, WTF, Justin was right. Are you going to be ready for spring? I'm hoping to be ready by January. I'm hoping to be, I mean, the car ain't going to look like, a brand new car on the outside. It's going to look like crap still, but hopefully be driving and insured and everything by February. Want to get back on the dyno, get it dialed in the rest of the way, and hopefully take it to the track while it's still nice and cool. Thanks, Turbo Man. Mark, what pistons are you running? They are Speed Pro. They're basically stock style pistons for each motor. I'm not sure what the CCs are on those, but they're the stock style, just forged. And the rings were gapped for boost. I told them 20 pounds, so I don't know how much they gapped it for. And so far, I haven't had any problems with it. Big Chief, Dan K, Neil Mustangs taught me into some Explorer GT40s, KISS, best bang for the buck. Those are really good heads. If you're on budget, GT40s will be fine. I tuned Brian from B&T Garage. He's running GT40s, and his car runs well. G-Funk. All right, guys, 10 p.m. in Michigan. Man, is that late there? You're 2 hours ahead of us? Well, take it easy. George, nice and cool. It's 12 degrees here. It's cool enough. 12 degrees is too damn cold. I'm over here running a propane gas or a propane heater here. It's like 40 degrees outside. So we got 38 people here. Be sure give it a like. I always enjoy watching your builds because you're not afraid to try new and different manufacturers' parts. Just goes to show you can make really good power with a dialed-in combo. For sure. I mean, this is a really, really simple setup. I mean, there's nothing to it. And for all y'all want to make power, I made almost 800 horsepower on completely stock ignition, stock style distributor, Ford Motorcraft TFI. Only thing really guess you call the SL, the yellow thing there you want to call it, coil. That's basically gets you from stock ignition. Wasn't running no MSD box or anything in it. I am running MSD box in this now because I got the dual sync in it. Robert, I got a set of GTP heads from Dan 4 years ago. They are going on 351 spring. Nice. You guys ever install windshield with Butol tape, or do you use urethane glue? I don't know about that. I do need to replace this windshield. Guess when I replace, I'll ask them about it. Demon Fox, gotta run, guys. Work tomorrow. Great stream. Hope you guys have an awesome night. Awesome day tomorrow. Take it easy, Demon. Appreciate joining the live feed. The Mustang runs like a beast when it's cold. It feels like race gas going through it. It's that nice cold air, that dense air going in. Yeah, 10 o'clock here in Philly. Got to run. Good to see the live stream. See you guys next time. Appreciate Green Fox. Yeah, probably on the next stream will probably be sooner. Only reason I started kind of late today, my daughter had a swim class, so may even do like a different day. I only chose today because I'm off all this week, and I thought today might be a good day to do it. At least just break it in. Mustang Fox, did you decide what you're doing with your quarter windows? There's a guy local to me at Fox Play Group bought them from me. I couldn't imagine shipping them. What's up, Super Lemon? Plan to compete in any events in your car to them. It's all for fun. I don't race for money or anything. It's all about having fun. Justin, what state you in? I'm in Texas. I'm in the northern part of the DFW area. Did you guys see the '04 Cobra front bumper from the Fox? Dan showed in his feed a week ago. Mark Lee, what's up, Mark? What's your take on aluminum GT40X 180cc Ford racing heads for a turbo refueling? I've never really had any experience with them. I don't know too many people run those heads. Usually, everybody runs like an AFR or a trick flow head, or if you go on cheap, like a Flow Max or Pro Comp heads. Just upgrade the hardware on us. But I mean, 108cc. I mean, I would assume they're probably pretty similar to maybe like a True Flow 170 or AFR 185. David, night Justin, gotta go to bed. 15-year-old gotta go to sleep when he sleeps. Take it easy, man. I totally understand. Blue collar, Robert, it's a 91, but the glass was already out. Had butt tape on it. Think it would be fine. The urethane ain't cheap. George, I got SVE heads. Do you really, George? I thought you had AFR. I thought you had like AFR heads. Maybe I was wrong. I mean, they're still good heads, George. I mean, hopefully they're not warped or anything. I guess you really can't really tell, see what happens until you pull the head off. But even I think 4 pounds, they could be okay. Just replace it, replace the head gasket. Take it easy, Mustang Fox. Appreciate you joining the live feed. Pennsylvania. So is anybody in here from Texas or in the area? I think I saw Dan here, right? I don't know, he's local. Turbo Man 351, will you ever go back to manual? No, probably not in this car at least. It's gonna stay auto. But if I do get another Fox, it'd be a manual car for sure. Houston, Texas, awesome. I don't know if you watch any of Cletus McFarlane videos, but he had a event down there last year before this whole COVID stuff hit. I was down there for that. Hopefully, we can do that again next year. I think something was planned for February or March. I think may do that again. It was pretty cool. Quarter sleeve here. Yeah, don't do that crap here. Didn't know it was blown until I started it, and I seen white smoke. Never drove it more than 5 minutes twice since you last tuned it. So when you saw white smoke, was it a cold day? Was it a warm day? Did it smell like antifreeze? Yeah, Super Lemon. It's an awesome event. Does the car feel fast with the auto? Definitely, dude. It's like a night and day difference. You're with the auto, you're never getting out of boost. Like it just feels overall a lot stronger. But I do have to say this: you have to watch yourself with it. You obviously what happened with the white hatch. Um, I got kind of guess ballsy with that. Kind of just stayed in and thought I'd just straighten itself out, and kind of went left on me. Yeah, if it smells like antifreeze, you gotta blow a head gasket. Um, Hell, it could be even an intake. Maybe you blew a gasket on the intake. It's possible. Have you ran the quarter mile Justin in your setup? Not in this one, but on the hatch I did when I still had the TKO in it. The best time I ran it, which was horrible. Had a lot of major suspension issues. It ran I think 11.4, 11.5 at 130. It was a 100-degree day. It was a hot day. I was still on pump gas, pump 93. I was running some meth with it, but wasn't great at all. I am expecting this car once this gets dialed in, it should run nines with the power it's making. What's up, B&T Garage? Damn sign. Yeah, man, George, just pull them heads off and see what it looks like. I'm pretty confident the heads are all right. Just slap a new clean it up, slap a new head gasket on, and send it. Lee, that cold air everybody's talking about destroyed my built 351 or built T5. Was pulling pretty hard at only 10 pounds in third gear, and damn thing explode. Looking forward to the 6RA swap. 6RA swap is an awesome swap. I thought really long and hard on giving away the 6R80, but the reason why I got rid of 6R80 was it is I was at the power level. I don't know. It was just a matter of time it was going to break. It needed a converter in it, and like I said, I found a guy in Houston that had this. He was tearing his car apart. He had this transmission out. It was already been looked over by a transmission shop. Everything looks good in it. It's a built 4R70. It's got a billet. I guess the input shaft. It's a 4R75 input shaft. It's got clutches in it. It's got a deep oil pan in it. It's got a 3K stall converter. It's basically perfect for what I need it for. That's the reason why I left the 6R80 for this. But yeah, T5, third gear is the weakest gear. You just got to be careful with it. Felix, what was your quarter mile time with the white hatch? The quickest that car been was 11.4, 11.5 at 130. That's what like a 2.4 60 foot or 2.1 60 foot. It was horrible. When I had the SVE control arms in it, the bushings basically beat themselves out. The pinion hit the bottom of the floor. So yeah, it wasn't great at all. But now running a not full yet, but it's all SR UPR uppers and lowers in it, solid bushing, Do plan on putting a anti-roll bar in it. Robert, your old primer will work. Bet you can get any way to sell windshields. Safelite call them. I priced Safelite. They're kind of expensive. They want like $240, $240, $260 for a windshield. And there's a guy in our Fox Club, or not a guy in our Fox Club, but there's a guy or a few guys in the Fox Club that's got windshields done. They can get them done for about $180 installed. So I may go that route. I just pull the trim off myself and have them do it. Donnie B. Sean, yeah, it was pretty quick. It was fun. And it was, like I said, it was a 100-degree day. I was expecting to run that quick. But like I said, I was spraying a little meth with it. Donnie B, I remember you talked about the accident brief with the hatch. Did you ever explain how it wrecked? Well, funny thing is, I was just going to literally just go around the block. That's all I was going to do, just drive around the block. But there's this one straight road I always make all my pulls on. High boost pulls on. And I've even turned down the boost on the car. I was maybe making 8-9 pounds because I took the wastegate has 2 springs in it, has 2 9-pound springs in it. So I took 2 springs out. I took 1 spring out of each wastegate to run at 9 pounds, and I just testing out, just going around the block, and not that straight. I was like, I was going to just roll into it. Well, I wasn't thinking, I had cold tires, I had them aired up, or had them overinflated because we had on dyno. Because I usually run them right around 14 to about 18 pounds tire pressure. And I went to go make that. I just rolled into it. It just boost ramped up so damn quick. Oh yeah, I also put a 3. I forgot what it's called. A electronic boost control I had wired to the Holly, and the boost just ramped in so damn quick, and it just happened so quickly. It pulled left. The car never done that before. It just pulled left. And there was very little. There wasn't a lot of road to correct on. So then I tried. I was in the ditch. And it was game over from there. I want to run 9s. Yeah, 9's gonna be sweet. My builder told me to bring it down. He's got me covered. He said he wants it to hold way more boost without any issues. Yeah, man, just swap out the head gasket. Like I said, make sure everything's good, George. Just send it. We just got to make sure that tune's in point. Oh. I bought a T56 Magnum. Bought a T56 Magnum 2 weeks ago, and my wallet has been crying ever since. Oh, I bet. Them T56s are expensive. Blue Collar, I posted a paint day video. So far, 0 views. All right, guys. You need to go to Blue Collar and check out his paint day video. I need to check it out myself because I need to learn how to paint. I think me and Brian were going to maybe tackle it together. I don't even care if my car becomes a sample car. It's going to look better what it is now. That's a great price on glass. I think so. Being installed $108. All right, Neil Mustangs. I appreciate you. Come to the live feed. Take it easy. You still running stock rear suspension? No. It's all UPR. Donnie B, down, man. Unfortunately, but on the better things, obviously, oh yes, for sure. I wasn't planning on tubing this car. I was originally going to tube the hatch, but had an opportunity come up on this coupe. I always wanted their coupe. Man, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the hatch, but Man, I have a sweet spot for coupes. And like I said, my very first box I ever owned was a coupe. Not a tutorial, but it was fun. I can help, or better yet, guys, talk to Robert Kitts about painting stuff. He's a pro. Cool, cool. It's about that time for me. To y'all, crazy. Take it easy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming in. I'm a retired body guy, paint guy. Nice. I've never done any paint except for spray painting. All right, guys. Before we end this live feed, we're going about a little over an hour in, hour and 11 minutes, I say. And I don't know if y'all saw the last video. Me and Brian from B&T Garage, we're doing like a little, I guess you call it charity. We're trying to help out 2 families with Christmas this year, and we're hoping we're gonna close it up right around Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time here in Texas. We're looking, like I said, we're looking for 2 families that are in need. If you know anybody, feel free to email me. I will post up my email address now. You know anybody that are needing help or anything with Christmas? Like I said, have them, tell us about your hardship and tell us everything about what's going on. If you got any children and whatnot, this is something me and Brian put together. Hopefully, it turns out well for 2 families. And who knows, we might do it again next year. So, like I said, if you know anybody that's needing help, my email address is posted down below. I'm out. Thanks, Justin, for everything. Appreciate it, George. Yeah, just give me when you get ready. Did it for 30 years or so, 30 or so years, but I still do a few things to do it. Still do a few to keep things to do. Okay, cool. I say no more paint jobs, but always end up with another project to paint. If it's not a car, it's a jet ski or a bumper cover or something. Yeah, I've actually got a quote. Have his car painted. So I don't know. I don't think I can spend. I don't want to say how much it's gonna cost you, but it's up there. But it ain't no. Not looking for like a professional quality paint job, or not looking for a low quality paint job either. How much? I can say this. He's quoted me. It was more. He quoted me more than $6,000 to paint. Let's just say that. So I rather pay the tools and to paint it, get me a good compressor. I think paint materials probably cost what, $1,000? I never have really priced it yet, but it seems like it's about what the going rate for materials is, about $1,000. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not saying they're cheap paint jobs. There's a lot that goes into it for prep and everything. I totally understand. $1,500 for middle of the road. Okay. Is that for materials, or is that about what it costs to paint a car? Okay. Good to know. If you take your time, stick to the basics, and use simple tricks to see your body work, you can do it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, hell, I'm still debating what color I want to paint it. I kind of want to go towards black, but then again, I'm here in Texas, and it'd be one hot car. So, JD Rods, hey brother, you're wearing the same shirt right now, or we are wearing the same shirts right now. I know we had another guy was in here earlier. I forgot his name, but he's wearing the same shirt. Donnie B, yeah, I paid 55 to 6 grand for mine. That seems about reasonable. But to do, but had done metal work done by my buddy Derek. That price too. Okay. Never black on your first paint job. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know if you could tell or not, but someone actually kind of got started on prepping the car. They took out all the trim and everything. You can see the door here is actually from the hatch. It's a Ford thing. Black is the hardest color to paint a car. Dark colors show every little thing. That's what someone else said. What color do you suggest? That gun gray is actually pretty nice. I actually thought about that too. I noticed that's why I thought you were painting it. Keep it light color, not to show off the body, not to show all the body work. Okay, cool, cool. Like a silver white, Oxford white. Yeah, because I also thought about going Oxford white with this. Avoid silver. It models up and shows little scratches. Okay, cool, cool. So the front clip I have for the car, it's silver. So like both fenders and the bumper cover is silver. But I still plan on painting it. Mine's Oxford white. I do need to repaint. Thinking of keeping it white, but adding some flakes to it. Yeah, that'll look pretty good. I think that'll look really good. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the live stream here. We're about an hour, 20 minutes in, and it's starting to get late. I know it's late for some of y'all on the east side. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we can do it again here shortly. Maybe we can do a weekly thing. Silver is gorgeous. Just shows off a lot of mistakes. It has a lot of black in it. Yellow, green, pearl, white are cool. Appreciate it, blue collar. I'll keep all those in all those Appreciate it, VRM. Appreciate you coming in, join live stream. Appreciate it, Donnie B. Have a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody. George, have a GD1, you guys. Good chat. Appreciate it, George. Appreciate it, Lee. Appreciate it, Blue Collar. Hopefully we can do this again. Maybe we can do a better time next time. Maybe a different day. But well, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the live stream. I think it's pretty cool to do. So we're about to do this again here shortly. But I will see y'all later. Gonna be working on the Fox a little bit later. Everybody, I'll see y'all. Got a new video coming out here soon. I just need to edit it up. But I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.